as one of your clients, which is in a slightly different category, and yet, as they say, it's products that are so desirable, people want to lick them, is Apple. And when Apple entered the scene, many of us worked with the Nokia phones. You and I had a chat about that. And Nokia was kind of the thing you used in business, and look at where Nokia is today and where Apple is. So this thing about standing out and beating the competition, things are going very fast, but would you kindly elaborate a bit on why you think Apple has managed to stand out the way it has?
Yeah, I mean, Apple's an amazing case study. The vision of someone like the late Steve Jobs is really quite an inspiring story. But I think there's a few things that Apple have done to really stand out and to really maintain their exclusivity, whilst more recently starting to reach up and sort of stealing and borrowing little techniques and tricks from what you guys do every day in the luxury industry. But I think the first performance, what Apple have done really well has been ruthlessly consistent in the way they bring their brand to life across all of their touch points. Now, I think I read a study last week that said that the customer on their journey to purchase a product might encounter that brand 24 times across different touch points. It might be a partnership, it could be a celebrity endorsement, it might be a digital experience of some sort, it could be an app, it might be television, whatever it might be, there's an awful lot of touch points. And what Apple do is they bring a huge amount of rigour and ruthlessness. I worked in lots of different capacities with Apple, and they bring an absolute ruthlessness to who they should partner with, which media formats they should appear within, in what company that they should keep, what kind of comms behaviours, what sort of creative look and feel that they should follow. And they keep that completely consistent. I think the second thing they do particularly well is they create new marketing channels. And we talked about the importance of experience quite a lot. And I think increasingly luxury brands need to think about their kind of owned real estate and how that brings their kind of brand story to life. I think Apple have been absolute trailblazers in this space. If you think about their stores, probably maybe 10% of their overall revenues, they probably don't pay back from a kind of financial point of view, but they're a fantastic marketing channel for them as a brand. So they're using new and interesting kind of ways of marketing their products, much more experiential ways. And I think more recently, the third point I'd like to make, is that they're starting to kind of reach up into the luxury sector with the launch of the magical, mythical golden Apple Watch that's coming out. And they're doing that for a simple reason, to get the trickle-down effect. They're taking a slightly more retail approach. They're building in a little bit of scarcity to make it feel more exclusive. They'll sell an awful lot of these the golden Apple Watches, I'm sure. But I don't think it's the reason they're doing it. They're doing it to shift to the premium masses. So I think it's a really fascinating case study. For how they're doing premium mass, but they're starting to reach up into the luxury sector.
And as we talked about, they've actually wiped out some entire categories. I mean, even smartphones in general. I mean, who buys cameras? It's the aficionados, the special sort of specialists that are buying a camera. Everybody has a music phone. People didn't see that coming. Music is on the phone and so on. So
I always think it's not a competitor at all, but I think a sector that luxury brands need to be very cognizant of are tech startup brands that don't operate within your sector, because they're the ones that are completely redefining what luxury means to people. Brands like Uber, brands like Spotify, brands like Blackjet, who allow you, in the States, allow you to get a private jet for $2,500. They're democratizing luxury. They're creating seamless, really easy, convenient experiences that mean you don't have to deal with people. Luxury consumers love tech. They're expecting experiences to be so much more seamless. as a result of these tech startups. And I think that luxury brands need to kind of start to borrow some of those techniques and tools to enhance the experiences that they deliver. Otherwise, they might be delivering luxury experiences